everybody, welcome to rb&d Reviews. I am Rob.
I'm Brendan.
And Brendan, it's great to have you back on the channel again. You've been missed.
Great to be back, especially for the Avengers.
Oh yeah, and that's the movie we're going to be reviewing today. Now, everybody knows the Avengers movie. It's a movie from Marvel Comics where, you got Iron Man, you got Thor, you got the Hulk, you got, let's see who else there was, Captain America,
Black
Widow, and Hawkeye, all in this movie, and they're basically joined together by Nick Fury, played by Samuel Jackson, to fight Loki, who is Thor's brother, if you're familiar with the Thor movie. Brendan,
yeah,
let's start.
I thought it was just awesome. It's exciting. It's a great ensemble action piece too. I mean, Josh Whedon really knew how to get in all these little quirks of the characters, and they each had their own little moments too. I mean, in every big action set piece, I mean, the end of the movie is like a half-hour battle, and each of them gets to utilize their special skill set. And it's a really long-running idea. Marvel's been trying to push forward to getting this Avengers movie made, and I can see ever since starting with Iron Man when they had the first little Nick Fury cameo, that was like the first seed of the Avengers, and it has totally paid off. And these string of just really fun movies, especially Captain America and Iron Man, and they're going to keep making these too. And I really hope they eventually come back around to another Avengers. But this movie, not to give away any lines or anything like that, but it's a lot of fun. I think it's the exact purpose of a blockbuster popcorn movie. You're just supposed to sit there, turn your brain off, and have fun. Watch insane effects. I mean, Hollywood puts so much money into these. These are like the most high-quality films you're going to get. And this one really is. It's not just all cut together for a movie trailer or the opening weekend.
Yeah.
It's got some really exciting stuff in there, and I was glued to the screen the whole time. I really wasn't thinking about it in terms of watching a movie. I was just letting the story unfold.
Yeah, same here. I liked the dialogue of this movie, and when I was watching this movie, you might remember many years ago we reviewed Iron Man 2, and I gave it a snuff it because my complaint was there was just so much stuff going on, and the movie was unfocused. But with the Avengers, there's a lot going on, but everything is, pieced very well together. Everything is connected, And like you said, every superhero's got their own moment here and there, and it works, And and they really connect very well together. And like you said, the quirks. I like the dialogue in this movie. Joss Whedon said when he was starting to shoot this movie, that there was a 50-50 chance this was either going to work or it wasn't, because it's because there's a lot of characters to focus on. There's a chance that this would all just fall apart. And I think he really, really did a successful job at making the movie. And, of course, like I said, there's the dialogue, the special effects are good, and the acting is pretty good. Take Scarlett Johansson. I thought she was bland in Iron Man 2, but here, she's much, much better.
Yeah, and also you got to see I really liked watching just her interrogation techniques. In all of her scenes, she almost makes it play. You see two interrogations with her, and she almost makes it play as like she's the victim, like the aggressor is getting the upper hand on her, when really that's just her mode of getting them to tell her exactly what she needs to know. And it's pretty fun to watch play out in the first scene.
And the movie's got a lot of twists and turns, especially with the film's comedic moments. You don't know what's going to happen next unless you've seen the movie before. So that really took me by surprise.
I don't think this movie would have worked if they had made the Avengers before they made Iron Man, Iron Man 2, Thor, and Captain America. Because you can just tell all those actors who came from those movies know the characters really well. And then you take one like Mark Ruffalo as Bruce Banner / the Hulk, who we haven't seen in another movie before, and I think this is actually the most fun the Hulk has been on the big screen. And he only really hulks out a couple times in the movie, but it's really exciting, and they really give the character some depth for being in an ensemble piece. I thought it was actually pretty interesting, and I would actually pay to see a Hulk movie after this.
With Mark Ruffalo?
Yeah, I thought he was actually, they give him some pretty dramatic bits, and I like how they connect him and Tony Stark are almost like become buddies right away. And I also, it seemed like the animators made an effort to make the Hulk really look like Mark Ruffalo. I mean, you can see the facial features. His brow is kind of the same. His eyes, they really make connect. And also, for a big green CGI monster running around the screen, he doesn't read as a special effect. I mean, the Hulk is just a force of nature, and also supplies, I thought, one of the movie's biggest laughs towards the climax of the film, which, of course, we won't give away. But suffice to say, I thought the Hulk gives you some of the most exciting and really kind of a fun character, too, because they're all tortured. Yeah. Bruce Banner is a very tortured character, Tony Stark is. poor Captain America's, 70 years in the future. He doesn't know what to make of the world he's stuck in.
Yeah, I love these characters, and I like how they're all very different. Like, I mean, Captain America and Tony Stark do not get along. Captain America is the good old-fashioned, we just follow orders, but Tony Stark likes to question, orders that are presented to him.
Yeah.
So those two characters don't really hit it off too much, but they're all
Which is
different.
what's really fun about the movie, is because you get these people who shouldn't gel at all, but because they have to work together as the Avengers, the whole movie, I think, just comes together because they have this ensemble, because of the dialogue. I think if there was a 1 weak cast member in the main Avengers, the movie probably wouldn't work, which is probably why they were so nervous. But how do you get this many big personalities in one movie, which is almost that's the problem Nick Fury has in the movie. He's got to contain all these volatile personalities. I thought the movie paid off. It's totally earned its big blockbuster opening weekend, and
Yeah.
I would definitely say for anyone who enjoyed any of the previous movies to go out and see this, and even anyone who just loves sitting there watching these big summer blockbusters, I don't think it gets better than the Avengers.
Yeah, I don't know. Dark Knight Rising might, beat that.
It might beat it, but for the Avengers is a different Marvel world. It's very different from the Chris Nolan Batman world, but it will be interesting to see how they compete.
Yeah, of course, like I said, that new Spider-Man movie is not going to compete well with either of those two, I don't think.
Probably, that's a probably good prediction.
Yeah.
It's not going anywhere like the Avengers.
Yeah, I'm going to give this a see it in theaters too. It was a good movie to watch, and of course, stay during the credits. There's a scene in the middle of the credits, and I don't know about the international market, but they shot something at the end of the credits for the American release, so if you live in the U.S., stay after the credits.
Yeah, of course, these movies always have something at the end of the credits, which is how the Avengers got to be. These little end credit sequences teasing the next movie. So I'm totally looking forward to any more movies of these characters. Of course, there's going to be more Iron Mans and Thors and Captain Americas. And hopefully, I would like to see a Hulk movie with Mark Ruffalo, because I thought the Hulk is a very fun character, and probably the one that got the laughs in the audience outside of Tony Stark.
Yeah, well, maybe now that Mark Ruffalo is maybe more comfortable in this part, maybe he'll pull it off in the next Hulk movie if they make it.
And as long as they keep Josh Whedon involved in some way in this universe, because I think it was that rat-a-tat dialogue and the wise-ass remarks the characters give each other, which made it really fun and light and keeps it moving fast.
Definitely.
Especially with an alien invasion.
Yeah, definitely. All right, well, that's our review of the Avengers. We both give it a see it in theaters verdict. If you have seen it, tell us what you thought about it, and leave the comments in the comment box. And thank you so much for watching.